Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Remember, take your shoes off, smash the likes, get ready, subscribe if you're new, and don't be shy to even get involved in the chat. Typical Friday panel. We got man like D repping Arsenal. We got the other D just above him repping Palace. Mr. Jaws as always. He's repping Spurs. Bit like myself yesterday, bit of an icky, stiffy one, whatever you want to call it. No pauses today. We're grown men in 2025.
Yeah, we're not doing.
And then Chez is here. Monts will be here. Monts will be here. Oh my god, you man are getting on to me. All right, say that.
You can't say you. I'm sorry, you can't say stiffy ones. I think you're getting away with that.
Stiffy one, like, you know what I mean? It's just
stiffy one, icky and stiffy. Three man in the building.
And then man, Juma Mubarak, happy Friday, all of that good stuff, good energy. Trench talks tonight as well, but we got football to talk about first. Again, Monts will be here when he's here. What are you man saying though? How's your week's been?
Good, man.
It's all right, no complaints, man.
Yeah.
I already told you there's a hierarchy when we're talking on the panel on a Friday. You should know this. We did this last week. we did this last week, and we came to an arrangement there.
Cool. We do a hierarchy, so
you can't listen and talk at the same time. So there's a bill, and the bill got passed, and you are not talking before me anymore on the panel. The only person that talked before me.
No. When you win a trophy,
let me finish. You can't talk and listen at the same time. The only person that talks before me is obviously Kaz, because he's the host in his show, so he can do what he wants. And Monts, because he's team above mine. You will not speak before me on any Friday show.
All right, cool. All right, George, you better not speak above me on any Friday show, because I'm above you.
Sorry, no. I don't know if you heard what D had said. He said a bill had passed for you.
That was cheeky, blood.
One thing that I will not do.
Jules, you got to do it.
You will not be doing this to me.
You have to do with it, Jules. You got to do with it.
Nah. D's not doing that to me.
Yeah. Nah.
D's definitely not doing that to me. There's no way. We're not going to listen to D waffle and talk his rubbish about Palace.
No. You're laughing bare. Like you ain't at the bottom of the hierarchy. You're at the bottom of the food chain right now. So.
That's fine. Temporarily. The thing is, I would say, is who's going to be at the top of the food chain?
I don't care about that right now. It's a hierarchy.
You say you don't care, but ultimately, that's what we're all here for. We're all here to see how our team ends the season. The journey doesn't really matter. The end result is what matters. And I'm talking about winning a trophy or doing something big. And what are you talking about?
Wait, you're winning a trophy?
Okay.
Bro, you brought up yourself. I didn't even say anything. You talked about winning trophies. So
No. I just said, where are you finishing? 15th. Oh, great. Nice. Great season.
League 16th. Where are you?
Yeah, we're keeping that, bro. You know what we're doing right now?
Hey.
We're warming up the seat for you. You know when you hop in the car sometimes and you're driving, you're gonna go pick up a gal. You slap on the pom warmers beforehand. That's what we're doing, bro. We've got them on right now for you. We're warming up.
Brother, you're gonna be
right in here real soon. Don't worry.
What are you picking up? You're starving. You're either right at the bottom and you're talking about picking up gal and all. Allow it. You're not picking up anyone. As
a Crystal Palace fan, I don't think I've ever picked up gal. So it's dark times.
Oh, bro. You can have that. I'll personally would have that.
If the hierarchy's working, then George, you better stay on mute for the rest of the street. That's the only way this is gonna run. Otherwise, I'm not respected as well. But yeah, big up everyone.
All we ask is that how people are doing today, and it turns out not even nothing related.
I thought I'm starting every Friday show, anyway.
For real. What's the likes on? Someone let me know what the likes are on, if you don't mind. Anyone?
One sec.
What are the likes? I can't even see at the moment. This is kind of embarrassing.
60.
60. Fair enough. There's 256 people in the house, and there's only 60 likes. A lot of you ain't taking your shoes off. It's all muddy around the house. Smash the likes. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about, obviously, Man United and Spurs squeezed through Europa. Looks like both teams should be going through, but obviously last game, anything can happen. Chelsea to launch their Garnacho bid today. You know, the club's in discussion as we speak. got confirmed again. And then obviously the Premier League weekend, we got Chelsea versus Man City at the Etihad. Arsenal go away to Wolves. Tottenham, you've got Dusty Leicester. We've got Fulham away. Yeah, but we'll talk about it. But George, start with your club anyways, because I'm not going to lie. I nearly fell asleep watching your game. I thought, you know what? You lot are 2-0 up. You're going to thrash them. But I saw some of your tweets. You wasn't particularly. It might have not even been yours, to be fair, but you didn't seem particularly happy.
No, I wasn't happy. I'll be honest. I think for me, the game, we made it far too difficult. Look, one thing I will say is obviously the emotion in the moment. You're a bit emotional, so it's gonna be a bit more heated in my reviews and so on. But taking a step back and taking the emotion out of it, we had 14 first-team players out. We had a lot of youngsters playing. We ended the game with Bergvall, Gray, who absolutely, they literally dropped on the floor at 90 minutes because they were shattered. Another 90 minutes completed from Kulusevski, which I don't think he even could get through, but managed to, those last 15 minutes, work it through. And then we had Callum O'Shea, his first team debut, as well as Mikey Moore coming in. So, for me, the way I've got to look at it and try take a little bit of positive is the fact that we managed to get through the game with so many people out, so many injuries, so many players deflated and not really having energy. But like I said, the performance wasn't pretty, man. It wasn't a pretty performance. Went 2-0 up and then just made the game really difficult. Similar to Everton, we're just trying to play through the press when the easiest thing is just to play over it. The 2 goals that we scored in the first half was playing over the press, long balls from Pedro Porro, and found the guys in behind. So we needed to play simple, overcomplicated it at times, but ultimately it's an away fixture in the Europa League, and we all know away European ties can be difficult, especially when you ain't got your first team available. And it's all about getting the 3 points in it. And we needed the momentum boost. We needed the win. We ain't had one in a while, and that's one of those games where you can get the team back together and look ahead to a Leicester and an Elfsborg and some of our next couple games where we can build up a little winning run going into that Liverpool fixture, which is going to be key for us.
Boy, you sound like you use Ange. It's a nice answer there, man. You've been training with Tottenham recently, yeah?
Nah, man. Do you know what it is? Because yesterday I was getting mad. People would on to me. Why are you getting on Maddison and all these? I'm getting on Maddison because after the game, my man's tweeting out, "Oh, together we like." I don't want to see tweets after you're scraping a 3-2 win at Hoffenheim. Why are you guys tweeting? You should the only time you should be tweeting and everyone's together and you're all happy is when you slap a team up. And like a 5-1, 6-1, and it's like a Man City, like when we beat them 4-0. Yeah, upload a little picture. You man are happy. That was a big win. But it's not a big win to go beat Hoffenheim away from home 3-2. And if the game was 10 more minutes, we probably would have drew the game because they were on our necks. Pause. So I needed to see more from the team, more to convince me that we can go and do the same against Leicester. But ultimately, the win will give the team confidence going into this Leicester game, which you can't really buy.
I'm not even taking this yet. Just quickly, like, you don't even win that many games. So when it comes to like together and stuff, this was a good opportunity because when's the last time you won a game? So it's like you have to get them around. You can't blame the club for tweeting together because you have to get together, innit? You have to.
It wasn't the club, it was Maddison. That's what I said. Maddison.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like he's showing that you lot are still together. Like you can't tweet that every other week. It's been a struggle for you lot. So yeah, man. I wouldn't look too much at that together thing because I don't think you like
in moments. Is my point. Is like you pick the moment of when it's actually a convincing win where you know the fans can get behind it. The fans aren't going to get behind a very scrappy win the way that was. Like the
but
fans,
you know that you have injuries. You've been blaming injuries for ages. So you know like when players come back, when are they coming back?
I haven't blamed injuries. I've given context of injuries, and even then, I still a lot of times I've said we should have got through the games with or without those injuries. So the injuries are still there. They're the context, but ultimately the performances still need to be better.
When the players come back, it'll get better. But I wouldn't get too mad at players tweeting stuff, man. They need to get their interactions in it. But yeah.
There you go then. But other than Tottenham, you lot be fine, man. You got Leicester this week and you can start celebrating again. You know what I mean?
I know 3 points to the bank since.
Is it away?
No, it's at home.
No,
Wait, does anyone think there's going to be upset with Leicester versus Tottenham?
No, come on. Leicester, Brandon, Leicester are like...
We're taking it too far.
They're worse than Man
United. If you lose to Leicester, that is serious. Like, that's not even bottling and laughing. That's like serious questions. Not
We
question.
lost to Everton. Everton are worse than Leicester, to be honest.
No, Leicester. What?
No, they're not.
There's two teams you don't lose to, yeah? It's Leicester and Southampton. There's no...
The only reason Leicester are bad is because of like injuries and stuff. They're definitely better than Everton. The Everton game was a bigger, bigger wake up for me. But we'll beat Leicester. We'll beat Leicester.
Because you lost to Ipswich. What's that got to do with what I just said?
That one hurts you. I know.
Yeah.
Like comprehension is needed.
Just waiting for the guy to respond.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to respond. Like us losing to Ipswich isn't good, so it doesn't really prove anything. But anyway, the point is you don't lose to Leicester and Southampton. They're like really bad, George. If you lost against Leicester,
Tottenham in a bad place at the minute, though, man.
They are, bro. But like Leicester
they're struggling quite badly. If you want to play Tottenham now, it's now that you want to play them, especially for
Leicester. Leicester, they're bad.
But I wouldn't. If you were to ask me now to bet on Tottenham to beat Leicester, I wouldn't do it.
Seriously.
No, definitely do it. The odds can be pretty good on Spurs to win. The odds on Spurs to win was evens yesterday, bro. Money off a mix.
Seriously, let me see this. I don't even gamble. Let's see. I don't even gamble.
You put money on Tottenham to beat Leicester now?
Yeah.
No way.
You know what? I might even do it today. Just so you know the odds 2 days before and they're going to be good. Now I'll send it to you just to make sure you know. I'll put the money on. I don't even care.
Just to be clear, yeah, because I don't gamble. It's good. The even odds literally mean like even odds. Like you give what you get back.
Yeah. That's good on a team. That's very good odds, to be fair. On a team like Tottenham versus Leicester. But taking it back.
That's bad odds.
No, it's bad odds for Tottenham, like, as in we're not favourite.
Yeah, that's not good.
Bet, I mean, good odds to bet. Like, if you want to bet, it's a good odd.
Yeah, but the reason why they've got those odds is because they think Tottenham probably won't win.
Man, then what does that mean? What Carl said, 12.25.
What do you mean?
He said the odds for Tottenham is 12.25. Like, what is?
So I don't know. It's some weird ass numbers. I don't.
What does that even mean?
You get back. if it's like 5.
If you put 25 now, if you put 25 pounds, £12 profit.
Yeah, you put £5 on, you get £6. So whatever you put on, you get back. Just same fraction.
Those odds are rubbish. The odds are rubbish.
That's rubbish, isn't it? Yeah, that's good.
I think the thing is with Leicester, you have to look at their biggest injury. I think is Fatu who they're missing, and I don't know if Mavadidi's still been available at the moment. So I just don't see their attack clicking together. They've got a few decent players, but Spurs will probably just be too much for them, and we are at home, innit? So I just feel like Leicester 7-8 lost. Their last win was at the start of December. I think Rude gets sacked before the end of February. Yeah, man. No, they're washed.
No, there's a good chance he could get sacked. You know, he's having a horror show there. I think there's only one game.
There's like you can't keep him in charge if he just keeps losing.
Hold up. Then again, if you look at history so far this season, Palace got their first win against Spurs. Ipswich got their first win of the season against Spurs. I can't lie, history's not looking too good for you lot.
We do know those games are pretty much back to back, and they're almost 3 months ago at this point. So, like, all this first win against Spurs was a long time ago.
I know you lot have changed. You lot have changed since then. You got worse.
Yeah, but Leicester are only 2 points out of the relegation battle.
Yeah, I can't lie. This is a big game for you, you know. Relegation battle. This is a big game for Spurs. Like, if you lose against Leicester, things get tight down there. Like, you can't. You have to make sure you're on point. Like, no slip ups this weekend, Jules. It's saying no Everton. Look, Everton got their win against you lot. And if Leicester get as well, like that Tottenham, Leicester, Ipswich bracket is cool. It's heating up, man. It's a good race, though. It's a good race.
Make sure you win your game on the weekend, otherwise you'll be dragged into it, eh?
Nah.
Dragged into what? What you think they're in a relegation battle?
Well, no, because he's assuming that we're in a relegation battle, but we're only 3 points
off.
If Palace don't win on the weekend, then
I don't think they're quite in the relegation.
You're not in it unless Everton win.
No, we are. We're in a relegation battle. That's what the narrative is.
You're not. Palace not quite in a relegation battle, but
Palace 11 points clear of Ipswich.
You are 15th. You know what I'm saying?
But if you look at the points, it's not like Tottenham could lose and it's not that deep. Really?
Yeah, exactly. Against Leicester, though,
they're 8 points above.
It's not a deep.
What they're on right now, like Ches will be very, very, very familiar. It's road to 40 points, man. That's what we're all trying to get.
Yeah, that was me. What 2 years ago? 22 years ago. Yeah.
So yeah, man, we're on the road to 40 points, and right now 16 to go.
But they sacked their manager when they were in this position. That's the difference.
That is a good point.
when they were doing this type of level, they ended up sacking their manager.
Chelsea, well then they was a just complete mess for about 2 years. Tottenham don't want to be.
And then they sacked 2 managers in those 2 years.
Yeah, because you weren't doing good. That's the point he's trying to make.
No, but that's the point. They were doing rubbish and they were good, and then they were rubbish and good. Pochettino didn't come in and pull up any trees, so
that's why they sacked him.
Okay,
what are you saying, George?
My point is, they started that journey with Potter. They let him play out, and then they sacked him after a year.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a year. It wasn't a year.
6-7 months. Then they what they do? Oh, let's bring Lampard in. I'm not throwing away my season and doing. Oh, let's bring in a rubbish manager. Spurs ain't gonna do that. Spurs can do that and bring
throwing away your season.
Let's bring in Ryan Mason.
Wait.
Sorry. What will you throw away?
Or we can persist with him. D, you wouldn't know about cup competitions. You're not in them. Stop talking like you've even got an opportunity about something. My club's in every single competition. We're still battling on 4 fronts. Yes, Premier League, we're not aiming to win it, but we can still finish in a very good position in the Premier League. There's like 17 games to go. Let's not act like the top 8 is still very, very, very attainable for Tottenham. And the top 8 will get us a European place. So, depending on what cup
you're 12 points off top 8. What do you mean?
Okay,
that's a lot of points, bro.
Top 8.
Okay, I don't see how that's impossible. What are we doing here? There's 17 games to go.
But what I'm saying, in that top 8, you would have to be beating the likes of Villa, beating Newcastle, beating City, beating Chelsea.
Okay, but Spurs have beaten a lot of these teams already.
But I'm saying consistently, you'd have to beat these teams consistently.
No, I hear you, but the reason we haven't done it consistently is because of the lack of squad that we've had available. Once the squad becomes back available, I think a lot of these games we go over them, we get through them. Like the one thing people can't sit here and take away from Tottenham is top big games. We turn up, we've done it.
No, but it's not about the big games, George. To get top 8 here, you basically
we need to win the small games. Yes, we need to go on a run of games.
No, it's not just about that. It's not just about that. You'd have to rely on literally 4 teams to also flop massively.
But this is what you don't get. A lot of these, we're going in the second half of the season. A lot of teams that have been having good first half of the season naturally are not going to maintain the form.
Are you going to maintain a winning run?
I think Tottenham will go on a winning run very soon. Yeah,
if that's true, then maybe. But I don't think
we can go on like especially now. Look, I haven't seen all of our upcoming fixtures in it, so I'm not going to say.
You know him saying top 8 is a mad shout, by the way.
No, it's not.
It sounds a little bit erratic.
Top 8. I mean,
that's what he's saying. He's saying
a 12 point. We saw a 12-point swing between like Liverpool and Arsenal on these teams last season.
Yeah. So why
would there not be a 12-point swing between 8 and 10?
So by that metric, then why do you say Arsenal out of the title race then?
And Chelsea,
because Liverpool are a team that aren't going to drop that many points. That's what you're.
Neither Aston Villa, Newcastle.
Yes, they will. What are we doing? Yes, they
will.
Like
5 games in a row.
Wait. Newcastle's they're pushing for top 4. You need
Man United are above you. Man United have been dropping points.
And they're above you. Love.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is Man United are gonna not go on a winning run. They're gonna drop a lot of points.
But they're still above you now. They're above you now, though, isn't it? They're above you now.
That's fine, but they're going to drop points. Are they even going to win their game this weekend? I don't know. Fulham are likely to beat them at their home ground. Man United can't get a win from anyone right now, even when they're playing home. So just like Spurs, yes, Man United are in a bad position. But I think even if Man United pick up a run of form, they could push into the top 10.
Let's not act like Man United have ever been in like the last, as much as we can remember, and there's still
hey, you know what the problem is?
Bro, this is what people keep trying to run this. This is the lowest Spurs have been in this century. What are we doing here?
If it's your low,
this is the lowest bottom have been same way.
If it's your lowest, then and you're not exactly getting recruitment in, and you're still unsure about all these injuries, and if Van der Ven's going to stay fit, let alone Romero.
I know all these players are due back next weekend.
I know that, but what I'm trying to gather is like, whilst Newcastle and Villa 1 game a week kind of type setting, well, not Villa especially, but Newcastle, the rest of them, Brighton's, it'll be difficult to kind of push this top 8. It's not impossible. But you're
talking about the teams that are on the upper echelon of the top 8. That you're talking about Aston Villa and Newcastle are both pushing on to top 4. Aston Villa maybe 7th, but Newcastle's going above Chelsea this weekend. They're pushing on to top 4.
George, you're wrong. You're wrong. 8th is Villa, 7th is Bournemouth, 6th is Newcastle.
And Newcastle, look at the point swing. Newcastle could
but here's the problem with George's logic.
George's logic is this basically. Chelsea are playing Man City. Chelsea and Man City draw. Newcastle win. They're in the top 4. That's literally my point here. My point is that I'm looking at Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Brighton, and these teams that we're probably going to pick up points from, and there's going to be a swing there. That's my whole point.
Bro, you haven't won a Premier League game in 2025.
That's not even the problem. You know what the problem with George's logic is? He's assuming that everything's going to go right for him and wrong for everyone else. When this season, a
12-point swing doesn't mean it's going wrong for everyone else. It just means they lose a couple more games than they have to start this season.
George, why are you assuming you're going to win consecutively? That's my problem. Where is that coming from? That's what I'm saying. He's we're going to win our game. We'll beat these teams.
The reason why. Right. What are we doing?
Because he's getting players back. Their upturn, their fortunes will improve. Like, there's no doubt about that. Their fortunes will improve.
No, Bournemouth don't have injuries. Bournemouth don't have injuries.
People just being dunce for no reason and acting like
Bournemouth have injuries. George, do Bournemouth have injuries?
No, but Tottenham are decimated. We know that.
You're just speaking for the sake of speaking. I hear it, bro.
Bournemouth have injuries too.
No, but not like Tottenham. Tottenham have got no back line. We all know that.
Tottenham have the most amount of injuries in the Premier League. We have 14 first-team players out. When I mean 14, that's 14 players that would be in the fucking first-team squad on the bench in the match day. It's not hard to understand that.
Yeah, you're right. Why are you swearing for like that?
Yeah, why are you swearing?
I can, bro. What do you mean? Like, we're big men, bro. What are we doing here?
And anyway, you know what? You know what they say about Arsenal fans? I'm going to say it for all fans. Time will tell, innit? Let's just wait and see. We'll come back to this conversation, George.
You won like 2 games in 11.
They got a lot of injuries, man. They have got a lot of injuries, but I feel like getting a winning wrong is going to be hard for them. But they have got a lot of injuries.
We'll see.
We saying once. We saying once. No, first and foremost, once you just jumped onto the podcast and whatnot. How are you first and foremost? Do you know what I mean?
I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm great. Another win, innit? Like,
I just thought formalities. You know what I'm saying before.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I hope you guys are well. Man. I hope you guys are well. The first time I've seen you since your fuck up against Aston Villa.
Bro, another swear word, crazy.
No, we've got a new hierarchy, but you know what we do on a Friday panel? What we do now when Dak has asked us how we are, the person who has to speak first is the person that's top, which is you, or who's above it in hierarchy.
Oh wait. Are you saying it should be like this then? Really?
It should be it should be Monster left, me right.
Like that,
like that.
Oh, I like this. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? And then Jules has to go there. Oh no, you're right.
So basically, you're saying like I'm the king.
So what we do, you speak first.
He's the priest. Ches is the knight.
Priest,
and George is the just.
I need more royalty than that. I need more royalty than priest.
Bro, priest is mad, bro. How about this?
The priest.
You know the king can't even go against.
No, the head. No, you got to call it head of faith or something like that.
Wait. The man, I'm not.
Hand of the king. What's it called? Hand of the king.
No, but back then,
you know the priest had power.
For the high,
almost more than the king.
What's Man United then? What's Man United then?
Priest had power.
He can do what he wants.
He's the
host, yeah.
No, the priest had power, bro. Back then, power like
priest, 100%, 100%. Yeah, hey, Mont is right. Priest had respect as much as the king on a
on a level.
Because hey, Mont, religion and society were like this back in the day.
I thought like a triangle, and then everyone else on the sides, basically.
You was dying if you didn't agree with blasphemy. You was dying out there, bro.
Priest and the king. King obviously here, but the priest is like you don't go near the priest.
Right there, bro.
Yeah, you know.
Priest was right there, bro.
But there's a hierarchy in who speaks first in that. From
how about this? If the king went against religion, you're probably gonna get poisoned in that. That's how.
Yeah.
So, Mons, what are you trying to say then? You might get poisoned if you go out of line.
No, they're trying to poison me, but man, man. I
feel like a certain individual has been poisoned because you're trying to go for Garnacho.
Ches has got a little bit quieter recently. He's been before. I
haven't been here. That's why.
Where have you been? Yeah, no, but I'm just saying how it comes across to the public and to the people that are on panels with you. It feels. It might be wrong, but it feels like
feeling.
Yeah, gut feeling. It feels like you've kind of faded off a little bit. You kind of lost a little bit of your razzmatazz. You kind of lost a little bit of your
big word, by the way.
Yeah, it just feels like you kind of like lost a little bit of your spark. I could be wrong.
Your spirit.
You're
Man said enthusiasm. Hey, D, you're saying enthusiasm, basically.
No, I'm just saying.
Where's your chest? That's what he's asking. Where's
chest
your
chest? Hey, George, chest for what?
Your team.
No, don't change. Don't let him get out of this, Jules. He wants to back and forth. He wants to back and forth. Don't give him that. What's been going on? What have you?
I noticed when I ask questions, you think I'm being too clever, so they start over deep in it. I'm just asking questions.
What do you think about this guy? What do you think about this Garnacho?
No, I'm asking. Chest for your club, innit?
Too far. I spoke with Kaz yesterday. If we'd got the lap and the defender and Louise came in, Douglas Luiz, by the way, as backup. No, Chelsea fans would care about the price, but would be like, "Oh, our club's wasting money again." The issue is that we haven't got our priorities first, and we're going for this bum or mid player. Not even my United fans don't think he's a bum. I said yesterday, I was surprised my United fans actually messaged me personally, and online were actually upset we're not selling him for more money. I was thinking, I thought it was a bum. I don't rate him, by the way.
But the thing is about this year, what I was
more than 60 million. I was like, 60 million.
Is he performing right now better than Sancho and Neto?
I'm not gonna lie to you. The saddest thing is he'd probably put up more GA than most of our wingers.
He's performing better than Madueke. He's performing better than Sancho.
D, I'm not even joking. You saw me against your team. If we had a bit more clinical nature about us, you probably beat Palace, probably beat Fulham. Like, it's a fact. We just didn't have it. He probably provides a lot more output than them. By the way, I don't want him. That doesn't mean that because he's better than Mudryk or he's better than Neto right now that I want him. I'd rather a level above him, like Kvaratskhelia, for example. For my club, because of the homegrown tax, because they're going to flip him, they're wanting to spend money on him. That's the only reason I'm buying him.
By the way, I just need to understand. So you're saying he's better than Neto, so you've spent...
Did I say he's better than Neto?
You did. You said he's better than Pedro now right now. That's literally what you just said.
He said he get more.
That's not what I said.
Literally just a second ago, he just said he's better than Mudryk and better than Neto right now. That's literally what you just said. The G18 you said before, you literally that just was.
No. Let me make it clear. The output is better.
I'm gonna get the slip. I'm gonna get the slip because my never just tell me I'm off. You said regardless, I'm trying to understand. So what is your team doing? Like, what are you doing with your signings if you're spending over 100 and what? This isn't
match telling.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand because
about 130. If it's.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Sancho, Neto, and Garnacho now. We're talking about this season. They've spent
50, 25, and then maybe 60 again.
So the question is, George, a great question, which I'm going to respond to. Are you basically asking me why is my club buying another left winger?
Buying another winger in general when you know that your attacks need. Like, for me, I'm just looking at that money could be spent on a striker to challenge.
100%.
Because obviously
100%. If we had a striker, we'd push up the league a lot more. But the club wants to be bozos. I'm going to give them what? Is it a week to sort this out? If you get me Garnacho, I'm going to stay quiet. I'm not going to rant yet. As soon as that window ends and I don't see a striker or Louise coming or something, then you'll start seeing my narrative change on ownership. My own narrative. Because I've been someone who's actually backed it. You might know this for 2 years since I've been on these streams. But now I'll change my rhetoric based off what we actually need. And I know the money's there because they're spending it on Garnacho, which proves my point that the club's doing it for money and not for players' sake. So when people are telling me the manager...
They've been doing that the whole time.
Exactly. People told me, yesterday, the manager wants him. You know what the manager said today? He's happy with the squad. He's gone against what the board's doing, bro. His own mouth.
Wait, you believe that?
Oh, wait. So the manager's...
Bro,
this
is ridiculous.
The manager's going to come out and say, I don't want a guy the club's about to sign today.
So why would he come out and tell that, like, regardless of the Garnacho rumors, it's standard procedure to say, I'm happy with my squad, I'm happy with my wing, I'm happy with my players. Doesn't mean it's true, bro. Look, Arteta lies all the time. My manager's already done it. Pep's done it this season. Every manager does it. I'm happy. They always, but really and truly.
But would you admit, Kaz, we don't need another left winger like that?
Yeah. But
is it priority?
But you know what you're doing. You know, I agree. Yeah, to answer your question, it's not a priority. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, you're trying to spin everything you can to make sure that it's not that your manager that wants him, but it's your club. That's what you're doing. You're working extra hours, bro, for this.
Kaz. No, I'm not trying to make it sound like you're being silly here, but why would I care whether it's the manager or the board that wants him?
Because I'm going off your conversation with Ems yesterday. You're trying to spin it so much that it's not your manager that wants him.
Yeah, but there's the difference between make it very clear. My opinion and what the club's doing in their opinion. Yeah, there's some, for example, a lot of Arsenal fans, in their opinion, want a striker, but now they're linked to Cunha. So there's two differing opinions. My opinion is I don't want him. I'd rather get a Delap or a Luiz or a centre back. But the club goes, yo, let's get a homegrown player and make some bread, and he could fit into the squad too. So that's
You're not making no bread of Garnacho.
We will make bread of Phil.
You know, I'm telling you now. So you're.
I read his article.
Let me. By that logic, from my understanding, which I tried to break down to him yesterday as well, yeah, is the fact that you're going to pay 60 million potentially for him, right? For a homegrown player that you said that you've been calling crap all year round, by the way, and all of a sudden comes to Chelsea and you think you're going to make more than 60 million out of him.
Again, you didn't listen to me yesterday. I said it the third time. Chelsea's idea isn't to spend 30, 40 million, all these players, and sell them all for 90 million. The idea is you buy a certain batch of players. Mudryk, for example, is in there. Jackson's in there. If they're good enough, they stay. If they're not, you'll sell them. And one sell will cover the cost of some of the other players you bought.
That's
the logic.
No, but you can't sit here as
I don't want that to happen because I've won more than you. So I don't want that to happen. No. I'm saying that's what they're doing.
No, but my point here is you're trying to justify the fact that one.
No, I'm not justifying it. I don't want him.
No, but you're justifying the bro. You're justifying.
You guys asked me. You asked me a question. Why does your board get him? Kat said, "Why does your manager want him?"
I'm not talking about why he's getting bought. I'm talking about what you just said there about signing a few players and then one player is going to cover the. Like that's just not even realistic when you're talking about the fees that you're spending.
Trevelyan's an Arsenal fan. He's agreeing with me. I'm not. I know what I'm saying.
Right, but because someone in the chat agrees with you, don't mean that you're fucking right.
No, but read it up yourself. You don't do your research. I do.
No, the research doesn't matter. Your point here is what you're saying is spend 60 million on Garnacho, spend, let's say, 50 million on Nico Jackson, and spend, let's say, 45 million on someone else. Let's just say that's 150 million down the drain. You're telling me that one of those players are going to get sold to recover a majority of those fees. That's pretty much what you've just said.
It's not necessarily one, but the idea is a few players will. That's how they see it. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I want a striker. I told you this already. If you said to me now, 60 million on Garnacho or you get Delap, you decide, you speak for me what I would choose. Because this season, the wing is not, Neto's not being good. Mudryk's not there. Who else is there? Sancho's been good, I can't lie. He's been decent. But the issue hasn't been the winger because we've created opportunities. If you watch the Fulham game, you know ball. If you watch the Bournemouth game, you know ball. If you watch the Wolves game the other day, we were more clinical. Cool. Like, we won that game. Is what it is. But the other games we not won. We haven't been like crap. Not created chances. We missed all our chances. Ipswich game, we lost 2-0. We hit the bar like 3 times. Missed 2 sitters, offside goals. We don't need a winger. We need a forward. So you tell me why the club's buying a freaking winger from Man United for 60 million. I don't even know myself. So the only logic I'm using is the flipping money thing. Because he isn't better than fucking Kvaratskhelia, is he? And they cost the same amount of money. So the only reason we're getting him is because he's homegrown in the UK. He's from Man United. We can sell him in the future or he'll become good in their opinion. Doesn't mean I want him, innit? There's a difference. Now, if you get me Delap and Luiz is the backup with Chalobah coming back, I'll hold that. If you just bring me Garnacho and Chalobah comes back, then you'll see the whole fan base just flip on ownership.
Well,
simple as that. And then second to that point, Kaz genuinely thinks that this one signing is going to catapult his team. He's going to buy Cunha, Dorgu, and Billing, for example. And it's happening
man said Billing. Who said Billing, G? You're like, I said, for what it is, for what United need. Yeah, Diblin.
You linked him today, Kaz.
Billing. For me, but I didn't say catapult, but it improves a lot from what we are targeting right now, if the case is to happen.
Yeah, they'll go from like 13th to 10th. But the point is that realistically, I don't like all this Chelsea flip talk. This flip talk. If you're gonna flip a player, you're not copying them for 60 million, innit? You know what I'm saying? If you want to flip a player, ideally you're spending in the realms of 30 million. Like what Arsenal 30 million,
all these type of guys.
30 million. Even how about this? Even Jackson could have been a flip because he was what 30 M's selling for like 50, 60.
But Mons, you know the funny thing about what you said is
which possible flip.
You're right what you're saying, yeah. But you know what? It's the funny thing is, even if they, for example, the only way they can get a flip is if the player performs, isn't it? Oh, and then if the player's performing, you're then gonna not want to sell him because right now they could get a flip on Palmer, but they don't want to sell him.
That's my point. That's why they do.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like Palmer was also a player who was
Months.
40 million.
Months.
No, I'm saying Palmer was also.
No, I'm agreeing with you, but I want to give you some highlight on something. You know what the threads were like? Someone did a post there when Palmer was signed. Do you see what everyone was saying? This isn't like Garnacho, by the way. It's a separate point. When we signed Palmer for 45 million, yeah, we needed a winger, correct? We got Palmer, and everyone was like, the whole timeline.
Yeah, it wasn't like, like what's going on?
It was like, oh, Chelsea, what are you doing? Ches, Wagwan, who's his brother? You just finished 12th. That's why I'm saying the flipping things in their brain. But people don't want to hear it when I say it. Let someone else say it's got a bit more English.
Why don't they sell Palmer now then?
Always don't.
Because like I said, George, like I said to George, you didn't want to listen. So
you be quiet, bro. Your broke up team. I'm seeing another guy drop as well, man.
We got the man who are actually listening to me and actually understanding. If you don't believe me, go do your research yourself. The Palmer thing, if we buy certain players for 40, 50s and they're good, we'll keep them, put them on long deals, increase their money. If they
I don't get this narrative, Ches. I don't know why people think everyone's just gonna get
hard
flipped.
to understand, but people like because
all
my money back.
This is Ches's logic. This is explaining it.
Isn't this like the ambitious ownership that Dom was like telling me about?
Why am I getting better out?
The ambition.
One at a time.
I don't. Let's get one thing. I don't know if you're listening behind the scenes or whatever, yada yada yada. But that's what Ches just said. Am I incorrect with what? Was I listening or not listening? But Ches, what you just said there.
Players,
What's he doing ahead of Monts and me anyway?
Because we're the
What's he doing? You shouldn't be first. Move him as well, man.
I had no other space. I thought I could put
change him on Monts around as well. In fact.
He can stick to the rules.
He's in the right place because he's above them broke up Crooks boys. Crooks FC.
Me and Monster got a swap. Monster ahead of me. Me and Monster got a swap.
Anyway, I know you came here to come and tell us about. You've been doing your YUS Scout report.
I ain't gonna do no Y Scout to watch Alejandro.
Come and tell us about how he's gonna be dribbling through and how effective he's gonna be in Enzo's system.
Bro, listen, Alejandro Garnacho is not what we need right now, especially for 60 million. Right? What's pissing me off about this move is United are fucking brass, yeah? They're fucking brass. They've got a credit card right now that's got about 89 million or something that they can use this year. I read up on the Athletic, yeah? And they owe money. They owe bread.
Yeah, they owe money. They're getting their fans to pay for it.
Man knows the credit card balance.
I'm telling you. Go read the article on the Athletic. It breaks everything down. I'm telling you, yeah? Listen, 60 million straight profit for a guy they want to get rid of doesn't fit their system. In isolation, Garnacho is a decent squad player. Like I've always told these United fans, he's a decent squad player to have. But what we need right now is someone that's a little bit more established, bro. Yeah, I don't want to be getting rid of Mudryk, who needs a lot of loving and development, to go bring in someone else who needs more loving and development, bro. Squad player or not, this is the type of player that you bring when your team's established already. Like for example, Liverpool. If you go and sign Garnacho right now, yeah, Monts ain't going to be overly stressed. Because it's like he's got a few other options there in attack that are doing stuff. With us, bro, apart from Jackson and Palmer putting up the numbers, cool, Madueke, he's got a few numbers, but let's be real. 4 of his goals have come up against the same opponent, and he got a hat-trick in one of those games. Right? Sancho, Sancho's got 2 goals, and we know he's not a gunman like that, right, in front of goal, but he knows how to create. Neto has been worse than Mudryk, if anything. Mudryk's actually performing better than this guy, right? He's been shit. So really and truly, I get why they're looking at Garnacho, because Garnacho likes to shoot. Yeah. Yesterday, in the first 20 minutes of that game, man popped off 2 shots already. There's games where we go and our wingers ain't even trying to shoot, like apart from Madueke, really. So I understand.
You're getting annoyed by the model that you lot have been using for the last couple of years anyway. It's the same thing. Nothing's changed.
What do you mean?
Don, you like this model?
Same thing anyway. This was happening 2 years ago.
This model signed me some top players that I like, bro. It signed me Nkunku. It signed me. Hold on.
Don't talk about talking about Nkunku, you know.
I can't hear everyone. By the way, I can't hear everyone one at a time.
But hold on, I know Mons has this Nkunku thing, bro.
Yeah,
Nkunku's a
good player. Nkunku, don't you didn't know?
But the way we built the squad, doesn't help.
I was right about Nkunku, by the way.
Wait. I just need to understand. Nkunku,
I was right.
5 goals in what 30 appearances for your team.
Don't even play for them.
Bro, he gets like here you go minutes up top and that. Like
he's not. Why? Because he's shit.
He's not being used correctly. He's not being used correctly, innit? He's not being used correctly. He's not a striker, and he's not going to play ahead of Felix in the midfield when Felix can barely even get any minutes.
Don, you tell me then, does that mean that your manager has a problem with profiling players? Because I saw your tweet just not too long ago when he come out, he said Sanchez, da-di-da-di-da, talked about how Sanchez is the right guy. I'm going to put my trust in him. Your manager continues to keep making bad decisions for players. Are you not worried about this?
Yeah, I mean, listen, right now, obviously, if you look at the way they've built their squad, they've brought in Mark Gill, who Maresca doesn't trust. He doesn't want to play him ahead of Nkuku. It's only recently where Nkuku's been kind of not being considered to play up top. It's been Gill, yeah? And obviously, like I said, bro, we brought in Felix, which has now meant that Nkuku is getting his minutes taken from him because no one expected Felix to come in. If we brought in Omarodian, you'll be seeing Nkuku coming on for Palmer. That's Nkuku's best position in the middle, behind the striker. You don't want this guy to be playing up top because he's not a striker, bro. When he plays up there, George, I promise you, all of us can play up there next to Nkuku, yeah? And we can do a decent job because he doesn't make you work like that. You get what I'm saying? He can finish, cool, but he's not a striker. It's as simple as that, bro. You know what I mean? So Nkuku's not a bad player. It's just the way we've built the squad, it doesn't help him. You feel me?
He's not a bad player, no one said he's a top player. You said top player, though. That's the difference.
I do think he's a top player. I think he's a top player. I think Caicedo's a top player. I think Nkuku's a top player. I think Palmer's a top player. You lot already heard what I said before we even signed this guy. When guys are trying to call me delusional, I said this guy's gonna cook for us, right?
What does top player?
Signed some good players, but the issue
not be playing in your first 11. How does that make sense?
Because if you're a top player, your manager will make. If you're a top player, yeah, I don't care what anyone says. Your manager will make sure to find a way to put you in.
No one's better than Palmer.
Hold on, whoa.
Because you know all about Nkuku, right? That's your guy. You love him.
Whoa.
Where's he starting Chelsea's team? Tell us.
Whoa, hold on.
He's starting ahead of Palmer, bro.
No, but Don, I want to hear Monts' opinion.
Say that again.
Monts, very clear question. If he's such a good player, he fits in any team. Where's he fit in our team?
That's not what I said.
Why are you stuttering now?
That's not what I said. Is he listening?
Ignore that. I must ignore him. Go back to
That's not even what I said. My point was,
ignore him.
My said was, if
check
he was
what he's doing.
Oh my! Yo, by the way, go on. I'm gonna go after.
I said if he's a top player, then there would have been like Maresca would have found a way to get him in the team. Now, even when he came back from injury under Poch, he was still kind of struggling to find a way to. At least he was first sub kind of thing, but he was still struggling to kind of make him fit in. And if a Felix, you remember, this isn't the best version of João Felix that we saw, kind of internationally a little bit maybe. And when he first made his move, it's not that João Felix. This is a João Felix that is still finding his way back. I really like João Felix. I think he's a really good player myself. But if João Felix is ahead of you and you're not even next in line, and again, you can't play ahead of Jackson in the striking position, and Jackson is even seen as someone who you guys want to upgrade on as well, and he's not really getting a mention on the left or the right. Then I'm sorry, you can't be a top player, bro. I don't give a toss. You're not a top player. He's a good player who is talented. He's a talented.
You just dismissed what I said, bro. You just dismissed what I said. I literally said to you, the way we've built the squad has not helped him. If we didn't sign Felix, you'll be seeing Nkuku getting a lot more minutes down the middle. But we signed Felix, who is preferred in the half spaces, bro.
Is Felix better than Nkunku? Who's better, Felix or Nkunku?
I think Felix is better than the half spaces. Yeah, I think Felix is another one that's a good player, bro.
We take him on loan.
Yeah, so that, but
I think his product can improve. I think he's another talented player.
But I'm saying that for me, he can't be as good as you're making him out to be. From what I'm getting right now from you, he'd be getting more minutes. Like again, he's supposed to be your talisman. His fitness has been a massive issue, low hanging fruit. But in terms of when it's time to impress and time to do a thing, he hasn't really done enough. And if he was doing enough, he'd be playing. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, like, but this is what I'm saying though. Nkuku's not a touchline winger. So if you're talking about winger options, I don't want to see him on the left.
Doesn't need to be. Sancho's not a touchline winger.
Yeah, but bro, Sancho's a winger, bro. Sancho can play on the wing comfortably. Nkuku on the wing's all right. Like it's all right. Like worst comes to worst, you might want to play him there. On the right, I don't want to see him play on the right. I saw him play on the right against I think when he came on against Palace, yeah, when we played them at home. Stunk out the place.
The manager don't see him as
and then up top, hold on, Jules, yeah. And then up top, like I said, he's not a striker. So right now it's too congested down the middle.
And that's why I asked Monster the question: where does he fit in the team?
Wait, let me ask.
I've always said that.
That's not on Maresca. That's on the squad building.
No, Don. It is on Maresca because Maresca has identified and he's literally said verbatim, he sees him as a player who plays in as attacking midfielder. You only play with one attacking midfielder in your system, which is majority of the times Cole Palmer. You then went. And Nkunku was there before Palmer and Felix, right? He was signed in that January window before you got Palmer. So he was already around. Cool, he got injured. So Palmer come in. Palmer found his name. Felix then come in for that back end half of the season. But then this year was signed knowing that you had, for one attacking midfielder and 2 options. So they signed him knowing that most of these players aren't going to get minutes.
That's not Maresca. Maresca don't get that
because Maresca gives the green light to these signings, bro.
No, he doesn't, bro. Not right now.
You're telling me he never green light.
If Maresca gave the green light, if Maresca gave the green light for Felix, you'd be seeing him getting used more off the bench, bro. Maresca don't fancy this guy. That's what it is. Yeah, the club have control, and then the manager's given the players to work with. Maresca don't get a say like that. That's what I'm saying, Jules. That's why for me, in the next set of signings, I'm hoping that Maresca gets more control, so we don't have no excuses of, oh, look at the bench, you've got this guy, you don't want to fucking use him. How about you bring him some players that he wants to fucking use? Don't just give man players and he's not going to fucking use them, bro, because you're wasting our time. I'm seeing man, every time I go to games, I'm seeing man dying out there. You know what I mean? I don't want to be Crooks FC again because man are getting injured because they're tired. Yeah, I'm seeing Caicedo out there running on no energy. Enzo Fernandez, same sort of thing. You want to give Felix, every single time with Felix, it's the same thing. 80th minute, you see João coming on, getting a few touches on the ball. That's about it. When he could come on even earlier. Yeah, in Nkunku, he's not even getting a look in right now because he might leave as well. Right? And if he does get a look in, it's the same old predictable sub of take off Jackson, playing Nkunku up there, and now you're not getting no threat.
Hope for the best, isn't it?
Does Garnacho start for Chelsea?
That's the point.
Of course not. No, he doesn't.
So is Garnacho a Maresca signing or is he a club signing?
I've already explained this to you.
All right. No, I'm asking Don. I'm not asking you, Ches.
You do your research.
Obviously a club signing, bro.
I don't care what you say.
Of course it's a club signing.
Oh, wait, by the way,
it's not hard to break this down. But
I'm going back to what Don said. Ches, please.
How does Garnacho not start for Chelsea? I'm confused. I don't get it.
Listen.
Because you just said you want the next players to be signed by the manager. So are you now happy or not that this is another player that's not signed by the manager?
That's their model.
Why would I not want the manager?
Model. They should have rioted at the beginning of this cycle. There's no point talking about it now. This is
but the thing is though, you have to be fair though, because the signings that we've made. Like I said, this conversation started, yeah, because we're talking about the signings that we've made. We haven't made all bad signings. There's been many signings we've made.
Yeah. That's the point I'm making.
That's my point. I don't know why guys are acting as if all we've signed is duds. And we're looking
this same model.
I dare you to sign Garnacho, my bro. Let me do these if you don't.
No, I dare you for him to come here and for him to fucking cook. Because I'm gonna be shameless as if I wanted him, blood.
Copium is hitting nicely. Solomon says, why would you not offer United what they wanted when we are the only people in from? Actually, you're not. Napoli are still there, by the way, because that stuff yesterday got rubbish. But even then, the rumors is 60.5 million.
I'm hoping we're gonna buy him.
Don is Madueke getting 10 goals in the league?
Yes,
maybe.
Probably. He's on 6. He's 4 away, bro. You'll get it.
Cheese and Dunyan, tell us your ratings for Nash's Madueke on the wings. Team Rocket, them too.
Team Rocket blasting off again.
Oh my god.
Rocket is rude.
Jules, don't be rocking back and forth with your silky. Don't be doing that, bro.
I don't know why you three are laughing.
And then who we got on top? We can't see.
You better be laughing. That's your best player. Don't do that.
Fucking Brendan Johnson, you know.
Brendan Johnson. The guy that's got more goals than Madueke.
I was waiting for that. That's why my club. You see what my club is scary.
You know why? You can't even talk about this, bro, because you're sitting here saying, Garnacho gets more GA than Brendan Johnson gets more GA than all of them, man.
So Brendan Johnson better than Madueke then, yeah?
Bro, he gets more GA than him. That was the point.
You know what we need though? Months. We're on 800 people are watching live. There's only 200 likes. Actually, someone just unliked it, you little waste man. But other than that,
we just need to up the likes in it. Like there should easily be 400 likes, man. We got a mega panel here, man. Oh, and Don, I didn't know. Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say as well. I just
happy birthday as well. Smash the like button for Don's birthday, man.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, man. The guy's about 30
Man said Garnacho birthday present, yes?
You know what I'm saying? White Scout lifetime membership as well for his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Don on his birthday, man.
Hey,
I like the video for Don's birthday, man. He's about 30 years old now, so it's that.
not yet. We're not there. We're not there. We're coming close.
Don't worry. I'm 29 in 3 weeks.
But
hey, see, people lie. People lie as well. Put out that comment as well. Man said Don's a hypocrite. He said
Dewsbury Hall was signed by who? No game time too.
Definitely.
Again, that's another
Which
club
one? Which one? This one?
No. The other one. Is he trying to call me a liar, bro?
Liar.
Last season, and Cuckoo was the reason they didn't finish top 4. When have you ever heard me say that? That's a lie.
Yeah, where does that come from?
I've never said that. If anything, I was saying these lot need to stop treating Cuckoo like he's Messi. They kept saying when Cuckoo comes back, when Cuckoo comes back, when Cuckoo comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, love for the birthday wishes, people in the chat. I can see you lot.
Wait, it's scary, Don. Who's going to be scared of Nacho and Neto in the tunnel?
No one.
I don't think Neto's crap though. Like he's just.
He's been shit though, Cass. He's been shit.
I know, but maybe he's just.
One
maybe
good game against us, and that's it, bruv.
He's had 2 good games, yeah, that I can remember. Liverpool when he came off the bench, and Arsenal. That's it.
It's funny.
Even against Morecambe, he looked shit.
I remember when you man signed him, I called him out and said, "Bro, my man's got like 10 Premier goals in his whole career. He ain't taking to the next level, bro."
Morecambe is dark, man.
That's it.
Now, do you know what it is though? Yeah, what it is, yeah, with Neto, yeah, how he plays. When we get a proper striker that can fucking head the ball, you'll see him cook more in it. You'll start to get more assists. But like his problem, he's got no variation in his game right now. Like even the other day, I'm watching him against Wolves in person. Yeah, I'm behind the goal. I'm shouting, trying to coach my man. Yeah, fucking attack the box. Before you know it, you've seen him cutting back and just playing it. The guy in front of me was like, "You know what, mate? I didn't really notice that before, but you're right. He doesn't really attack the box." I'm like, bro, Neto is scared of the box. I never really see him enter it. Once or twice in the game, max. The rest of the time, he'll get it, he'll whip it in, he'll try and run to the fucking semicircle and then pop it. And it's just a mess right now. Honestly, he's struggling to get used to low blocks because he always plays in open space with Wolves, isn't it? Whereas with Chelsea, he's now having to face low blocks and he's struggling, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, what you need to kind of either get the best out of him, Clunky, or I guess he's gonna go in it. And with Neto, I've always said this, man. You lot have bare tech, man, no killers in it. Not no killers, but you need more killers. You get it? You got too many tech, man, who aren't gonna kill us, and that's why you don't. And that's why you.
That's a big buy, bro.
Arsenal, look at the strike against Arsenal. Let's not act as if Neto can't strike a ball.
I didn't say he can't strike a ball, but he's not. He's never been a killer.
How often does he score goals?
I know Neto's never been a killer. That's my point. Yeah. Listen to what I'm saying.
Brentford got Coyote.
The guy needs to shoot more. That's his problem. He don't shoot enough. He doesn't shoot enough, bro. That's why you don't see any goals from him. He mainly tries to cross it. I barely see Neto shoot. Barely, bro.
Again, he's more of a, when it comes to shooting, it's more in transition, and that was his strongest point at Wolves. Not saying he's only a transition winger. I think he's going to have to get used to playing against teams that are now going to set up to just kind of stop Chelsea what you lot are doing. But
different game.
At the end of the day, you got a lot of attackers that are just like, oh yeah, he's decent.
100%.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
But Moz, it's them that will tell you how good they are. We're the ones on stream arguing about Colwill, arguing about Jackson, arguing about Madueke. These men will compare Madueke and Saka.
Who did that?
No, I don't know about Madueke.
He scored more goals than Saka right now, ain't he? Scored more goals than Bakaka.
He did. I can't lie. He definitely had a Madueke in Saka.
And don't you not find it a little bit mad as well?
I didn't even know that.
All I know, bro, listen, the facts don't lie.
He just said he definitely got more goals than Saka. So the fact that
remember, Don, I know how you operate in that. You know what I'm saying? We've done a lot of work together now. I know how you operate. I know what you really think of your team. And the fact that you kind of went on that 5-game streak without winning a game, I know how you really feel because I know how you really feel about your squad. I know what you really think about the talent in your squad and how good you really think some of these guys actually are.
The league, no?
You know what I'm saying?
If we had a striker in the past 5 games, we're still next to you. You know that? And Arsenal can say the same thing as well.
And if I had Messi, I'd win the treble.
Say that
no,
again.
Don't do that because I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking for too much.
Yeah, you just went to an extreme there once. We're not asking for a lot.
All right then. If I had Caicedo, I could have Caicedo and Gravenberch as a pivot.
So against Fulham, that first half, we were cruising. We're 1-0 up. We should have even been 2-0 up. Cucurella missed a goal right next to the fucking keeper in the box. Yeah, should have been 2-0. Should have run away with that one. Right? Palace, same sort of thing. The first half, we're cruising. We don't bury our chances. We let them come back into the game. Bournemouth, the same thing happened, bro. We let them come back into the game.
Bournemouth
First half,
no
we missed 5 big chances, right? Most of these chances have been falling to Jackson. We had 84 shots before the game against Bournemouth. Hold on, Jude. We had 84 shots before the game against Bournemouth, and we've only scored 4 of them. And our striker hasn't got a single goal, blood.
On the flip side of that, though, how about the games where he has won for you? And secondly, Liverpool, if they got a striker,
that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant to the game.
Wait. If Liverpool got a striker and if Arsenal got a striker, then what?
I literally just said Arsenal having a similar problem, and they'll probably still be in the race.
Liverpool ain't got a striker either, you know.
Let's not go to extremes, though.
But bro, Liverpool's attack. What did I say earlier? Liverpool's attack are contributing more than ours. Gakpo's contributing. Diaz has been contributing.
Because my attack's better than you.
Salah has been
better than yours.
That's the problem with what you're saying.
That's just because my attack's better than yours, though, bro. In terms of effect, like we have a better attack than you.
And the problem with what you're saying is 2 months ago, Chelsea fans didn't want to replace Jackson. They wanted to bring someone else to compete with Jackson or just be his backup.
Yeah, but that's the same.
Good enough.
Nothing's changed, George. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. George. Listen. What we're asking for isn't the extreme. One sec. We're not asking for a crazy world-class striker. We're asking for someone to be a bit more competent in front of goal and to give Jackson some competition. Because right now,
like who?
Just said Delap to be fair.
I've said Delap. I wouldn't mind the Yokeres or Cisco.
Delap is not going to change anything that happened at Chelsea.
I told you, man, about Duran. I said bring Duran. Now look.
Yeah, Duran's
but you probably said about you. You probably said bring us 1 in 10. 1 in 10. Yeah, you know what I mean.
How long ago did I tell you about Andre Santos, Cass? How long did I tell you about my man?
Yeah, he looks good.
Regardless, though, we don't need a lot. So when Don saying that once, it's not crazy what he's saying. If you actually watch the games,
would have been cold.
I have watched Chelsea games.
I watched Chelsea games, bro. And that's why I said
up there. We're definitely not. Like,
and the thing is, people overdo this thing. The thing is, Mons, yeah, where we are right now, bro, yeah, our defense, we know our defense ain't levels, yeah, but there's an in between. It's not as bad as what people make it out to be. These past 5 games or whatever, I'm looking more at the attack than the defense.
Yeah,
I'm not really looking at Cole and that, bro. I'm not really looking at these men.
You know, the bottom line is, no one said you have a crap version of anything in your team. I think the only thing that is a crap version is probably your goalkeeper in isolation.
But even that, though.
Sanchez, hold on, let me land. And Sanchez has even saved you points in certain games. I'm not going to say he hasn't, because he has saved you points in certain games, but he's also lost you.
No, he hasn't.
It's like, you know, it's like the Simon Mignolet thing at Liverpool, where Mignolet could do a thing, but if we wanted to elevate from top 4,
100%. But guess what? Despite all of that, despite the goalkeeper, despite the defender being a bit iffy off days, it's the attack we're more looking at. That's why I mentioned I don't mind Garnacho if he was after the lap, for example. That's what I'm saying. Despite our goalkeeper, despite the defender, Chelsea should genuinely be like, just for our sake. I don't look at everyone else's because the same logic for Liverpool and Arsenal. Cool, do that. But if Chelsea just got, and we have the money, bought a Delap or Duran this winter, we would be a lot higher in the table and the narrative would change, even with the same goalkeeper.
I hear that, but I just think that for me, like the fact that you're crying out for another attacker, again, the writing's on the wall for certain players. Yeah, I say attacker / striker because you can still go. For me, think you can still do a goal scoring winger in it. But players like Nkunku, who is technically he's someone who's always had good GA. He's never not had good output in his career outside of this Chelsea stint. And yeah, cool, it's not worked because I personally think he's not good enough to break into this Chelsea team for whatever reason and that. But bro, your best defender is arguably Trevor Chalobah or maybe Wesley Fofana. That for me, I can't be like, I'd be more annoyed that you're trying to get Garnacho and looking at your defense and going, yeah, we're just gonna bring Chalobah back and we're cool. But the thing is, that's something that would touch a nerve for me.
Yeah,
like,
but
if you need an upgrade. Your centre backs, none of your centre backs move me personally. I think your midfield is excellent. excellent midfield. I think was one of the best. And I look at your attack and go, same thing as you lot. You need one more guy that can be a killer. You need one more killer to kind of help Jackson because he's never going to be a prolific killer. He can definitely have stints where he looks, and I think he needs to improve. He's not that old. He's going to get better. But again, bro,
but when you watch how we concede goals, yeah, when do you ever look at our goals and say, "Oh my God, Chelsea are getting cut open"? Oh my God, Chelsea are getting cut open. It doesn't really happen.
But you don't need
when
to.
I'm watching Man City, hold on, man. Let me finish what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, when I'm watching Man City, bro, I see these guys getting cut through time and time again. With us, yeah, we cause our own mess. Like when we played against Bournemouth, straight away in the second half, Lavia gives the ball away. I've seen a couple man do that already. They fucking get through on goal. Caicedo gives away a penalty. Yeah. Obviously the other day Sanchez drops the ball. Right against Brighton, man gave away some 2 stupid mistakes. Yeah. Our defense, like I've said, yes, it needs improving, but it's not the urgent. It's not the urgent. Yeah, but my point is, guys are moving as if every time we get attacked, yeah, you're gonna score. It's not like
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I just said your defense.
If you actually watch us in the box, if you actually watch our defenders in the box, Tosin and Colwell, yeah, they're very good in the box, bro. The amount of times I see Colwell just deal with bare blocks.
Ben Mee's very good in the box.
You can say that about anyone.
Let me finish because I'm defending the defense, and I know we can improve. I'm just letting you man know because people go on as if our defense is robbed.
No one said that.
Hold on, Mons, because you're saying, oh, I don't rate your defense. I should be looking at that right now. I'm not looking at our defense right now. I'm looking at our attack right now.
I didn't say I don't rate your defense. I said
against Wolves. Hold on, Mons. Against Wolves, that was the first game this season in the Prem that we've conceded from a fucking corner. Right? Last season it was weekly. Corners to us were like penalties. If we give away a corner, it was peak. Last week was the first time we've given away a goal from a corner, and it was Sanchez dropping the ball, bro. Right? Our defense right now, yes, it needs improving. Cool, long term, I hear all of that. But right now, we need someone up there who can fucking score consistently, bro. Yeah, to see out these games because we don't keep clean sheets, but we don't concede 3 goals, 4 goals.
Levi Cole might play this weekend, by the way.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
He might.
We need some goals up there, Mons. Goals change games, bro. Goals change fucking games. Look at it, Man City against Ipswich. They get a goal quickly. They open them up and they batter them, bro. Yeah. With us, we have so many chances. We don't finish the team, and then we give them hope to come back into the team. And then to add to that, Maresca don't want to go to his bench to bring people on. So now the players that are playing are tired. I watched Enzo Fernandez, Palmer, and Caicedo dying against Fulham. Don't want to take them off. I'm seeing Marco Ruiz bringing on all these guys. Muniz, Harry Wilson. You know about Harry Wilson. He's very energetic, bro. Brings all these guys on, and then the game changes, and then we lose. Yeah. So you gotta look at these things, bro. I'm sorry. Right now, our attack has been letting down the team mainly.
But Don, that's a problem that Enzo's shown probably throughout the last, I'd say, 8 or 9 games now. His substitutions have been a bit weak. His lack of like reaction to other team substitutions and reaction to in-game, similar to Ange as well. I'll criticize him for it. Doesn't make those reactions quicker. Whereas Arne Slot or even Amorim, you see in-game, they might see the other manager make a change. They're like, oh shit, all right, cool. Quickly react. Things happen.
But he was doing that at the start of the season. But at the start of the season, George, everyone was fit. So he trusted the squad more. Now when guys bodies are dropping for Fana and that are going, Badiashile are all going, he's looking at the bench.
You're being.
Hold on. Let me finish my point.
No, you spoke for ages.
No, it's a Chelsea section, bro. It's Chelsea section. Let me finish
it's all Chelsea, though, to be fair, Don.
It's all everyone's being polite about it. Because this is the facts of it. Like, I hear you spent a lot of money in the last couple of years. You don't rate your goalkeeper. No one really rates your centre backs. You got a left back that had a good Euros. You got no right back. No one rates your right winger. No one rates your left back.
No right back. We've got
You're doing too much. I'm
not doing too much. This is the facts of it.
You are.
And this guy's trying to feel like you live in a palace. You don't live in a palace.
You need centre back. You ask anyone, they'll tell you.
You live in the top 4 like us.
Left back.
Yeah.
I'm talking this at the same time.
People like us.
Hey, calm down.
That's what these Arsenal boys do. You don't talk, yeah? No, you're another one.
Hey, relax. Let man finish a point, and we can go on from there. Hey, that's not my point. I'm getting yellow monetization.
Don't try to lecture me about my fucking team when you play Cala, yeah, and you got my man, you got Miles Skelly, who's better than that fucking wafer that breaks down everything.
All right, cool. Do you feel like you need centre backs or not?
Bro, don't let me come for Saliba. Don't let me come for Saliba, you know, Gabriel. Don't let me come for them man there, you know. Big breeze in that as well, bro.
No problem. No problem. I'll ask you a simple questions and you just answer me yes or no, yeah? How about that? Do you need a goalkeeper?
Bro, we've got one in reserve that I like. Jorgensen.
So you don't need a goalkeeper. You don't need a new goalkeeper.
I want Jorgensen to play, and I want Sanchez to be gone.
Oh my days!
Just get to your point, man.
This guy's not genuine.
No. Answer the question. Do you need a goalkeeper?
George, 15. George, 15.
No. Do you need a goalkeeper? Do you just answer the questions and we can get past this quickly? We can get past this quickly.
That's fine, George. I'll answer it. Do you want a new goalkeeper?
Yeah, thanks, Mons.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah. Do you want a new goalkeeper?
I don't care about what you're saying.
I don't know. I need to see Jorgensen play first. Yeah.
I'm asking them simple questions, you know, and they're not answering the question. This is basic stuff.
I don't know.
You learn this stuff.
I told you already, bro. I want Sanchez dropped, and I don't
want your monologue. I don't want your monologue. I'm saying, do you need a new goalkeeper? Yes or no?
We have to see.
Brother, we have one in reserve that we want to play.
Oh my Mods, talk to these guys, but I can't talk to these guys, fam. Don't
fall with the top. Don't let them do this. We answer the question.
Move on from the goalkeeper. Next one. Move on from the goalkeeper.
Do you need new centre backs? Do you want new centre backs?
Not priority.
We need one.
I dare you to say no.
It's not priority.
Yes or no?
No, we need one experienced one. We need one experienced one.
We can move on quickly.
He's saying like ASAP, like tomorrow. Not really.
We can move on quickly. It's either yes or no. Do you need centre backs? Yes or no?
One experienced one. Yes, one.
So that answer's yes. Go on.
The answer's yes.
Yes, one experienced one. Yeah.
Okay, so you need a goalkeeper and a centre back. That's 2 out of 2 positions, or 3 out of 3. Do you need a left back?
No, we need Sanchez dropped, bro.
I don't want your monologue. Do you need a left back?
We don't need a left back. No, we've got
so no left back. Do you need a right back?
Nah.
No.
I don't think they need a right back or left back.
So you don't need a right back. Okay, that's 3 positions you need. You don't need any midfielders now because your midfield is set. Yeah.
No, we need DM cover, which we have.
I don't think cover counts. I think we're talking more first team.
More first team players. No first team.
So far, you need DM cover, but yeah, we don't need any midfield.
You need a right winger.
Yes.
Well, Esteval's coming.
In my opinion, it depends where they want to play Palmer.
Esteval is coming, bro. Esteval's coming. Yeah, we go to Brazil and we get hold on, Ches. Yeah, we go to Brazil and we get real Bonito. You go to Brazil and you bring back Marquinhos. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. Yeah, so we're having Esteval coming, bro. You know what I'm saying? But go on.
But I feel like again, but in 6 months, I feel like you say these things on you say, oh yeah. We've got this.
I'm trying to answer the question, but you're not answering the question. You're giving me monologues.
Marquinhos, even Brazilian. He looks like he's from Bangladesh. He looks like he's from Bangladesh.
You can ask me the questions after if you want. So you need a goalkeeper. You need 1 centre back. You said, yeah. You don't need 2.
Experience. One experience.
One experience to play alongside who? Cole?
I think they need 2 centre backs, but that's
next
to Cole. But they don't think so. Yeah. So 1 centre back, 1 goalkeeper, no right back, no left back. Yeah.
No.
You need a right winger?
Depends.
No, I just told you Esteval's coming, bro.
No, because they've got a 17-year-old on his way. Don't worry.
Man said depends.
Because
you're going to learn about him.
Wait. I just need to understand. You're a top club, but you don't want to stop the pathway of a 17-year-old. You don't want to bring in a top player. You don't want to block his pathway. Is that what you're saying?
He's a name.
We've got Neto, Madueke, and Esteval. We don't need another right winger. We literally got rid of
Madueke.
Amari. We got rid of Amari, and we got rid of Angelo Gabriel.
Talk to that side, because you see when we do this, yes or no thing, it's quite simple.
Bro, the thing is, Don has an excuse for every player, or he has an extension for every player.
I just told you we need a centre back. I just told you we need a centre back.
I haven't finished. I can't finish what I'm saying.
I literally just told you we need a centre back. You're telling me I've got an excuse.
Read the Brazilian news article.
0.85 seconds.
Isn't it? It's not my opinion.
But this guy just beat Neymar's record, and we know what Neymar went and did in the game. Right?
I don't need. It's not my opinion. It's what they said. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with me.
Remember.
The bottom line is if you're
boss, so you need to answer correctly, isn't it?
All I'm saying is if the squad is as good as
come on,
like
man,
listen, you lot were over the moon. You lot were quite happy with your attack going into the season. Man were telling me, yeah, see, look how deep the squad is, rare. Now the narrative hasn't flipped. I'm not gonna say it's flipped, but there's a slightly different texture to the air. The air's a bit You know what I'm saying? There's something different in the air now.
You know what we can do that? You know what we can do that?
There's something different in the air. Now, because obviously I was being told, you know, as I said, like deepest squad, rare tear. But if it's the deepest squad, why in January am I being spoken to by Chelsea fans like they need 1, 2, 3 signings? You know, like
3 signings. Who said that?
Well, we didn't even get to the end, Monks. We didn't get to the end.
We didn't get to the end.
They also need. So we didn't even get to the end.
But as I said,
that's what happens when your pockets are deeper like ours, you know, and you got ambitious owners.
No, but no one said you don't have deep pockets. Have I ever said you don't have deep pockets?
He's an experienced streamer. Look at him. Look at him.
We know you man. We know, as I said, but we know you man can bag superstars. We know you man can spend big.
Yeah,
I always liken you. You man are you're a record label more than a club at the moment. I always say this. You're a good record label though. You're a good record label. I'll give you that. And another one, you're like that bedroom that we know. We've seen you bag 10s and that. I've seen you draw Chris things in the club. Like I know what you're on, but you just love a fluffy thing at the bar as well.
Instagram.
Bro. You love a fluffy thing at the bar, bro.
They just get the Instagram, bro. They just
love it. You just love it, bro. And the worst thing is you'll do the walk of shame as well. You know, 60 million for Garnacho. You'll do the walk of shame.
Bro, if you're talking about fluffy things, yeah, you need to relax, Mr. Richard Lambert. Bro, you know what I'm saying? You need to fucking relax, yeah, Mr. Balotelli. You know what I mean?
That's all we could do. No, but that was my tax bracket, though. No, but Don, that was my tax bracket. I wasn't a VVS man. I wasn't a VVS man. Storage cost me 12 mil. Coutinho cost me 8 mil.
Who was Markovic? You remember Markovic?
I remember him.
I wasn't on the tables with the trappers and the rappers. I wasn't on the tables. See, I knew my place. You have VVS. You have no reason.
But you're still going Harrods and leaving with Fila, bro. Like, what's going on?
Hey.
Conversation.
And by the way, when I say flop, bro, I'm talking about the 4 out of 10 at the bar, bro. The 4 out of 10 at the bar, bro. Like, you get it, because I know some of them are like
was dirty.
The fluffy, you know what I'm saying? The fluffy destroyers are a bit in the chat, innit? Like, listen, you get it. No, you know what I mean? But look at Jordan smile. Look at Jordan smile.
Yo,
we got the fluffy thing. Show love to them all. You know what I mean? I'm Jamaican, man. So
listen, we don't.
I need some love.
Fluff can get some love sometimes. Fluff can get some love in it. Fluff can get some love in it. But I'm mocking it. I'm talking about 4 out of 10 fluff in it. 4 out of 10 fluff. Don knows exactly what I'm speaking about. You know.
But they got all the money. They got all the money, and that's what they got at the table.
Bro, it's mad. Hella bottles, no bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's mad. It's crazy, bro. As word to Ches, Trevor was right there. And man are looking at
no facts.
Trevor was right there, bro.
You're turning the wrong guy. I don't want him.
So. Wait, who'd you say, Mons?
No, I said Cravel was right there.
Oh, KK, yeah. I wanted
to was right there. Money. I don't know why we
even giving him nicknames.
And it was a buyout.
I can't say his name, but
and Don, it was a buyout clause.
Man even gave my man a nickname, you know. I can't believe what's going on.
I call him KK.
Oh, it's crazy. But at the end of the day, like I still think Chelsea will be all right. They know what they need to do to get to the next level.
Yeah, they'll be fine, man. But you know what it is? It just depends on what their expectations are, innit? Because to me,
Ches doesn't say his expectations. He asks the expectations of everyone else, and then doesn't give his own.
What are you talking about?
What?
Ask me a question. Ask me a question, then.
What? Nah, that's cool, man. I don't have expectations. Says you. You're telling me this.
Nah, Mons always says he's winning the league all the time. No, that's why everyone's waiting for Mons' downfall.
He does the side thing. Goes, no, this is Mons.
Everyone's waiting for Mons' downfall.
His cap on. He's like this. He's like, yeah, man. I think we can.
Have I not been saying I'm gonna win? How long have I been
saying? Mons been saying it since the first game of the season, man.
No, not first game of the season. That's a stretch. That's a big stretch.
About 5th.
Before Christmas.
I've been saying I'm gonna win this league.
Everyone's waiting for Liverpool downfall to banter Mons, bro.
Yeah, bro. Everyone's waiting for my downfall.
Liverpool fall down, you fall up. That's the problem. Because no one else will win that league.
Do they?
But Forest potentially, innit?
But that's what I'm saying. Forest are there. Forest are right there.
By the way,
you man should have been right there. Should have been. But you man have shown the frailties as to, you man aren't so chill anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're not so chill. The bottom line is, you didn't play like in that 5-game run that you didn't win a game. I think you got 3 out of 15. You didn't play anyone great.
Yeah, but what was it? What was it before though? This is what I'm saying. Things can change rapidly though, because start of the season, Jackson had a better conversion rate than Salah. Start of the season, we was talking about how Jackson's improving in front of goal.
Why are you mentioning that?
What do you want me mentioning that? Because it's
anything. Not everyone. Just say.
Why are you mentioning that?
Oh, I'm mentioning it because I'm telling you that things can change quickly. Start of the season.
What's that got to do with anything in football? Tell me what that's got to do.
The fact is that he was clinical, bro. What are you not understanding?
But I saw a thing the other day. We were friend and talking to Elanga saying he's got a better strike rate than Mbappe. What's got to do with anything?
Bro, that means Mbappe right now is clearly not cooking better than him, is he? But the point is, hold on. My point is, start of the season, everything that Jackson was touching was turning to gold. He was moving mad clinical. Our players in front of goal were moving clinical, right? Now they've had a drop off. Things can change again where Jackson just gets another goal. Coming in again.
You're talking. I hear what you're saying, because at the end of the day, attackers aren't robots. No one's gonna have a one.
I'm going to say something that'll defeat his whole point there, because you said going into the season you don't trust Jackson's finishing, although it will improve. He's not a consistent finisher, so you now can't be mad when he's not finishing chances, because this is the player you know.
He's not mad at Jackson.
You know what that is.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, Jules, is people acting as if like these men are just gonna carry on now in this form till the end of the season. My point is that he will turn around quickly.
Jackson was overperforming.
Under Chiz's logic, that will.
He was. I agree with that.
You're using Jackson's greatest pass that he's ever had to say that that's his base level.
No,
I never said that's his base level. All I said is,
before the season started, he said he doesn't trust Jackson. He said he doesn't trust Jackson.
So what happened start of the season was
just now he said Jackson at the beginning of the season had a better conversion rate than Salah, and things can change rapidly. And I'm saying now he's come back to his normal level. That's the point.
Even though Jackson misses chances, he still managed to put up numbers last season, bro. And he's done it again this season.
I'm talking about your stat against Salah. I'm saying the stat against Salah is neither here nor there. You're just using it for
no reason. No, the point he was more clinical than Salah at the beginning. It was that point. Right now, the most informed striker in the league right now is Isak, right? At one point at the start of the season, the most informed striker in the league was Jackson. Am I lying?
For time as well, by the way.
What's that got to do?
But what I'm saying, that's my point. I said he can get that form back potentially.
You said his conversion rate was better than Salah's, as if to say
it was.
It was very clinical. That's the point.
How does that stat make any difference to your
argument? But my point is, if he gets that level of being clinical in front of goal again, he can change our misfortunes, bro. We can start to win games, start to batter teams again, bro.
What the overriding point with that is that, Don, but we all know his finishing is not something that can be relied on in the long term.
That's how we want to
get to the next level. So yeah, the whole stat with Salah doesn't really mean much. I think that's what he's saying. It doesn't mean much if you already can't anything.
No, Mamon. So the point was, start of the season, when he was scoring all these goals, being clinical, we were all like, "Rah!" A lot of the fans were like, "Rah!" Have you checked? Like, we have to
even me though. I was like, "Rah!"
Everyone was like, "Rah!" Jackson's doing the madness. He's kind of proved everyone wrong. Open McCall came out to do a dusty. He was like, "Shut your mouth."
Jesus was on full for a couple games.
That's not the point, though.
He was clinical, right?
It's his first season.
Jesus was clinical.
He was clinical during that period. He was.
One set done. It was his first season.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me Jesus wasn't clinical during that period?
He had a couple good games, 2-3 good games.
Was Jesus clinical during that period? Yes or no?
Jesus up until his injury was crap.
What's going on, fam?
Man can't answer the question because he knows it's a yes.
What do you mean?
No. Things have been on this whole time. Finish the point.
Brother, your striker is there to finish chances. Jesus was very clinical when you played Palace both games, to the point where he even got a hat-trick. Everything that was dropping to him was just finishing off. It was the same thing as Jackson. We know Jackson.
But that's not me saying. That's not me saying for those 2-3 games, he's got a better conversion rate than Salah.
Bro, you're arguing with the facts. Go argue with the facts,
Facts.
You argue the fact. It is a fact, bro, that he had a better conversion rate than Salah. Because he was clinical at the start of the season.
What's the last?
But guess what, though? His conversion rate has now gone down because he keeps missing chances, bro.
Yeah,
but we need a striker. That's it.
You're not getting the point. I'm just saying, that Jackson's form can pick up again. That's my point, bro. That's all I'm saying.
We don't want to rely on it. That's why we want another backup in case.
The bottom line is we're going around in circles. You need someone else to pick up the slack.
There
for
we
example,
go. That's basically it.
That's what it is. Like there's not enough players in Chelsea's front line that can pick up the slack. Are they technical players? Yeah, they are technical players. All the way down to Nkunku. These guys are technical players, but all of them are. But
people are something to comprehend as well, though. I'm not even.
Apart from immature. But
I'm not calling people in the chat getting confused. I didn't call Jackson clinical. I didn't say he's a clinical player. I said he was clinical at the start of the season, right? And he can get that form back. You lot aren't listening. But we all know we need a Gokares, we need a fucking Sesko. Osimhen, that guy is a bum. He could have come, but he wanted more money. I'm seeing man's missed 17 big chances or something mad like that in the Europa the conference.
I hear what you're saying. He can get that form back. But we all know the overriding point is it can't be relied on. So you telling us that he can get that form back doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things. I think that's my thing, anyways. Like I actually like Jackson. I think he's a good player. But at the end of the day, he is going to need competition, and he needs to just improve from being a confidence player in front of goal. I think any team trying to be a top team or any top team cannot have a confidence player up top. I say the same thing when it comes to a player like Nunes. He can score goals when he's confident, but ultimately he's not good enough. He's just not. And I'm not saying Nunes is Jackson. I think Jackson is comfortably better than Nunes, but you kind of get my point. Kind of.
Yeah. Again, that goes back to the sporting directors for not bringing in a striker that can compete with this guy and help him not play through bad form, because he's trying to play through bad form. And honestly, Mons, he's drowning every game. It's not helping him, bro. Do you get it?
Let me run these now. Jackson is a late bloomer, was never in academy football. I think he will come good eventually. That's why we want competition, not a star.
He's a squad player. Jackson's a squad player.
Don and Ches, we have Rasmus too for you, my friends.
Oh, fuck off.
Delusional Don's team has 18 world-class players. The same ones that said would be below Spurs, allow it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I get things.
You got to hold that one heavily as well.
I get things wrong.
Man's M's laughing at Madueke and Estalva options, but looked us dead in the eye and said Mickey Mouse is the Neymar region. Don't talk about us.
You said that.
No. Madison said that Mickey Moore is like a. Is it Madison who said it? One of the Tottenham fans said Mickey Moore's like he moves like Neymar.
Something like that.
Not shit. No, Mickey Moore is not shit, bro.
But if you haven't done so yet, smash the likes with like 5 off of 300. You lot, that's you lot have been disgusting today. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a howler. That's dropping Garnacho level performances in the stream. But other than that, you can make sure you go subscribe to everyone. You can see them, their names, their name tags. I mean, Don's tag's not there, but it's Don CFC, which you can go find. And then this is gonna go over to It's gonna go over to like We Are the South Stand. They've done a preview with Matisse. So if you want to see some Chelsea versus Man City talk, then it's going on right now. It's gonna get redirected there. So Big Steve, Matisse, all of that. Has anyone got anything else to shout out?
Subscribe to the man, and don't make sure that, just make sure I don't win this league, innit? Don't let me win this.
Hippodrome Casino, people. Yeah, later. Hippodrome Casino, 7:45. Wait, Cass, let me even send you the link, bro, so you can put it up. Yeah.
Done.
You can grab it.
Done. While you're doing that, I said, don't let me win this league, G.
Don't let you, bro. I've been saying you've been the best team.
I'll put in the description.
Put in the description, people. So yeah, Hippodrome Casino later. This is London. Myself, D, Dan Lawless, Dan Potts, Lee Judges, Deji. We're gonna be live, man. So yeah, make sure that you're there, bro. £10 a ticket.
Come in a bit.
Oh, big up, man.